JB Mariano in Boston.
Ahead on All Things Considered, in France, big investigative breakthroughs and an arrest in the Louvre heist that shocked the world. Meanwhile, the robbery has quickly become a source of comedy on social media. And later, a young doctor escaped the war in Sudan only to become trapped in Gaza and ended up paying a heavy price.
The resources here are scarce, and that my wound weren't probably healed until 32 hours after the incident.
He's one of 170,000 people wounded in Gaza, according to local health officials. Coming up on All Things Considered. You're listening to All Things Considered from NPR News.
Right here on GBH. Good Sunday afternoon to you. 55 degrees in Boston. I'm Judy Ewell in for Troy Bedford. Coming up on All Things Considered, the number of international students attending college in the U.S. has dropped off. Your story next.
Fire
can be a good thing for ecosystems. And last year's brush fires in Blue Hills have created a unique opportunity to see how life recovers. I'm Hannah Reale. That story Monday on GBH's Morning Edition.
Support for our programs comes from you and Speakeasy Stage, presenting Lizard Boy, the genre-blending coming-of-age indie rock musical about monsters, love, and becoming your own hero. Now playing through November 22nd. SpeakeasyStage.com. Fewer international students are arriving in the U.S. this fall, and as GBH's Renika Balakrishnan reports, it's not yet clear what this means for Massachusetts.
An analysis of federal data found a 20% decrease in the number of international students arriving in the U.S. It's not clear yet what the drop-off is on Massachusetts college campuses, where traditionally 17% of students come from abroad. JB International analyzes the economic impacts of international students. CEO Jason Baumgartner says they tend to be concentrated at certain schools.
These are outlier institutions like the Northeastern. It's not the example even for Big Ten or even for a lot of the Ivies. There is a bigger difference on like the master's degree level and the PhD level, where you really do see a much larger proportion across the board.
Baumgartner says that international students contribute about $4 billion to Massachusetts a year. Renika Balakrishnan, GBH News.
In sports, the Patriots beat the Browns 32-13. You've got another day of sunshine before wet weather moves in. Clear skies tonight, lows in the 30s. Sun and clouds tomorrow, highs in the 50s. Clouds and a chance of showers Monday night, lows in the 40s. Right now, 54 in Boston.
Support for NPR comes from this station and from Lilly Endowment, a private foundation supporting NPR's coverage of religion and spirituality. From the Wallace Foundation, an independent, nonpartisan research foundation collaborating with grantees and partners in the arts, school leadership, and youth development. More at wallacefoundation.org. And from the Skoll Foundation, dedicated to powering social innovators to transform the world. Learn more at skoll.org.
From NPR News, this is All Things Considered. I'm Sasha Pfeiffer. In Paris, a breakthrough. 1 week after 4 masked men made off with more than $100 million worth of precious heirlooms from the Louvre, police say they've made arrests. Joining me from Paris with the latest is NPR's Rebecca Rossman. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Would you first for us recap the details of the heist?
Sure. So it all started shortly after the museum opened last Sunday. 4 masked men dressed as maintenance workers used a special electrically powered ladder that was mounted to a truck to hoist themselves up to a second-floor balcony, and that's where they broke into the Louvre's Apollo Gallery. 2 of the thieves kept watch, while the other 2 smashed into display cases, grabbing 9 pieces of imperial-era jewelry, heirlooms, tiaras, brooches, necklaces, and earrings. They then used that very same ladder to bring themselves back down to ground level, jumped onto scooters they had parked nearby, and sped off to the nearest highway. All this was done so hastily, though, that they actually dropped one of the stolen items during their getaway. That was a gold and diamond encrusted crown. The whole thing took less than 7 minutes, and officials immediately said that this was the work of professionals, likely an organized criminal network.
And they may not get away with it because some people have been arrested. So what do we know about the people in detention?
That's right. Several French papers are reporting that police arrested 2 suspects last night, both men in their 30s from the Paris region. Each of them had prior robbery convictions. One of them was reportedly stopped at Charles de Gaulle Airport here in Paris as he tried to board a flight to Algeria. The prosecutor's office, though, would only confirm that there were multiple arrests. They haven't said how many people were detained, and they're not sharing further details, in part because they say these leaks could hinder the ongoing investigation.
What's the likelihood that those stolen jewels will ever be seen again?
So we don't know that much so far about the missing items. Authorities haven't said where they might be or whether these arrests led to any kind of recovery of these items. Now that the suspects are in custody, investigators have up to 96 hours to question them before deciding on charges, so we may get more information soon. Paris prosecutor Laure Becot says she will issue another statement once the suspect's detention is up. It's possible the thieves have already melted down that gold and silver, though, and removed the gemstones to sell them off separately. In the meantime, forensic teams have collected more than 150 DNA samples from the scene, fingerprints, and other traces on items the thieves left behind, including a helmet. Those clues, together with last night's arrest, are being described as major breakthroughs.
And Rebecca, where you are in France, what has the reaction to this been?
So I'd say it's 3 phases. First, there was shock, then there was anger, and now people are taking a much more lighthearted approach to the whole thing. It's kind of become the latest viral meme. People are even turning it into a Halloween costume, just grab some leather gloves, a mask, some costume jewelry, and there you have it. You also have brands poking fun at the heist. The company behind the very special mobile ladder the thieves used posted a photo of said ladder on social media on Friday with the slogan, "If you're in a hurry."
It feels